Alright, now we're going to look at what an appropriate method is for collecting data and when you should use them. Now we're mainly talking about census or a sample or an observation, and we're going to discuss when it is appropriate to use each of them. So which one should we use for each of the following? If we look at 1A, we have the waiting times for customers at a grocery store checkout during peak hours. Because this is a specific location for a specific period of time, and there isn't any other locations to go to, observation will be best here. So if we do observation, perhaps we just go in and record different waiting times for each customer as they come through and see how many we get, or what an average will be. Alright, for B, the total number of text messages sent by students in your class in one day. Now, the total number of text messages sent in by students in your class might be quite low for the day. It might be anywhere from 1 to 5 to 20, but again, each one of them will record this separately, and I only have to ask all the students in my class, and my class may only be a size of 12 to 20 or maybe even 30 people. So it's manageable enough for me to collect data from every single one of them, and for this reason we would use a census. A census collects data from every single person within the set of people. So let's look at C. The heights of all students in a grade 8 classroom. Again, because a grade 8 classroom or a high school classroom in general is going to be a manageable number of people to collect data from every single person, we're going to call it a census. A census is the appropriate response. And for D, the number of visitors to a national park over a holiday weekend. This is going to be an observation. It's already a set location, and in reality, this may be information that is collected anyway. Okay, here's a couple for you to practice, so give them a go and then I will solve them in just a moment. Alright, let's get started. So for A, we have the number of students who walk to school in a city. Now, a city is going to be quite large, and also, depending on where it is in the world, may have millions of people in it and may have a huge number of schools. So getting information from every single student in every single school in a city may be quite challenging. For this purpose, we may use a sample. A sample is a small representative group of the entire population, and we might do a sample for each of the schools within a city or each of the main schools in the city, and for that may provide us with the information that we seek anyway, or a greater idea of what we're looking at. For B, the favorite fast food restaurants of university students across the entire country. Again, it's unrealistic to sample an entire nation's worth of students at a university level. So we are going to use a sample here as well. For C, the daily water use of households in a neighborhood. So a specific neighborhood may be quite small, and also we can collect this information from water meters without interacting with anyone. So for this one, it would be observation. For D, we have the number of emergency calls received by a fire department in a month. So again, this is going to be observation. This information is going to be collected by the fire department in their records anyway, and we will probably just be able to get access to this information. The test scores of all students in a science competition in your state. Now, the amount of students who compete in a competition at a state level may be quite small and maybe a manageable number, and because of this, we're going to use a census. Alright, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.